Alright, let's do this. Bing, 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 bing. So we got day 2 done. I drew the Mr. Potato Head, so that's day 3. Got a little bit of a jump on day 4. Say what it is. I'll probably say it tomorrow. It's on the list anyway. If you were following the list. Yeah, I'm in very, very good shape. Challenge wise, work wise I seem to be doing alright. It's like they only tell you when you're doing something wrong, so since you're not really talking to me, it must be doing something right. I've had a toothache for a week now, and I need to see a dentist, and I don't even know if I have dental insurance or not right now. It's been kind of a holding pattern for life. It definitely feels like somebody punched me. Done. I'm moving right along. There's a lot of positive things going on. And, like I said, the costume challenge I thought was going to hit bigger, but it hasn't really caught on yet. I know it's still really early. Definitely know after the end of this week is usually the time that people start making suggestions, and I don't know if I'm going to take them up on the offer, or I don't know if we're going to take them up on the offer or just follow what I have in the calendar, because once this month's over, I was actually really hoping for a lot bigger reception people during September when I was promoting this, and really caring, loyal, loving people who made suggestions, and I got 6. There was a time when I would have been ecstatic to just get 1. So I need to remind myself of that, and I need to remember that. It's kind of like a humbling thing. I'm not a very humble person, so. It's all kind of a mishmash as it was. And yeah, it's all kind of like a mishimash. You gotta be humble. You gotta, take everything, because it's wonderful. It's wonderful to have the interaction. I'm used to being overloaded, so currently, since I've been streaming, I have never been so overwhelmed that I didn't know what to do. I've never had so many people. Twitter is probably the closest thing that I have to where it's been almost unmanageable. But the truth of the matter is that I don't have a lot of interaction with most of the people who follow me. I don't have a lot of interaction with. Here on YouTube, I think I have 132. That is definitely a manageable number. The other thing about it is, I don't know who is subscribed to me, so it's kind of like this whole secret thing. Twitch does this a little bit better. I know exactly who's following me. I know exactly who I'm following. I could definitely follow a hell of a lot more people. I could go on a follow spree. The thing is that if I went on a follow spree, and I maxed out, I would get rid of people that I was following who aren't following me back, in lieu of the people who follow me. And I know that it upsets people when I say that. I know that there have been people trying to make it in, or even just trying to reach affiliate, which I helped them see affiliate, and then after they got affiliate, they still didn't follow me, so I was like, it's not worth it. I have one person, who started off really good, had a lot of people viewing, and reached 50 real quickly, and then surpassed it, and I was amazed by how well they were doing, and the interaction wasn't there. I chalked it up for being them new, but somebody doesn't follow me back that I'm following, they are not a mutual. If I had 20, which I have more than, if I only had 20, or even 10, those 10 would take priority over everybody else. And I lost sight of that. I really did lose sight of that. And I was basically chasing the follow. I was trying to become mutuals and with all these people and doing this whole thing. And the truth is that these people did not want to be mutuals with me. Twitter is probably the better place to see this happening because you can see it happening in real time. I have so many people that follow me on Twitter all the time. I usually give them a follow back, and usually when I give them the follow back, they unfollow me. And I used to have a program that Circle Boom. I used to have them, and they used to go through and weed out all the people who were not following me. Yeah, and then I'd unfollow them. And there's people that I adore and I have plenty of interaction with. Stuff like that, but the truth of the matter is that they're not priority anymore. I don't care if they used to follow me, and we used to be mutuals, and for whatever reason they decided to unfollow me. I don't care what the reason is. People do not need justification. It could be an accident to unfollow me, and that happens. I don't think I've ever accidentally unfollowed anyone. I have had Twitch drop people. I am usually very quickly to pick them up. Now, back in the day when people didn't follow me back, I did not pick them back up. I check my follow list almost on the regular, so if I don't check it daily, it's every other day. I mean, it really is. I do it a lot. It would never be like a week. And it could be me too. I could have accidentally clicked the unfollow button. Usually Twitch tells you, do you really want to unfollow this person? They don't tell you if do you want to follow a person? Do you really want to follow this person? No, you can usually just follow with just a click of the button. It's the easiest thing in the world. And I know that, like I said, I know people have talked about like how there's a limit of people you could follow. I've never even been close to that limit if there is one. I don't even follow 1,000 accounts on Twitch. And again, I'm not telling people what they should do. I'm not telling people how to do it. I'm not telling people whatever it is. Like I had to learn it that people who don't follow me are not my mutuals, and I got burned. I got burned bad by somebody who I actually cared about because I didn't realize, like, going, oh, because we talk all the time and we have all this wonderful interaction. And because we talk all the time, we have this wonderful interaction, kind of goofing around always. All of a sudden, they're not really my mutual. They don't want to be involved in whatever I'm doing. I do these projects, these huge projects, and early on, it was people who were not mutuals. It was people who, I've even had people who were mutual unfollow me, and then kind of expect the free art still. It's like, you don't get it. I'm sorry. And I even have to tell them, we're not mutuals. I put out a thing where I said I'll draw your OC, and in it, it's one of the things is to follow, to like, to comment, and to retweet. And when somebody comes in, and all they've done is freaking comment with their freaking picture of their OC, what do I do with that? I can't do anything. I'll like it. Nice picture. But I'm not going to draw it. Hell no. I haven't had much luck with that. There's certain things that like I will get a lot of likes on. And when I say a lot, I'm still talking under 100. It is rare that, it is really rare that I'll get over 100 likes on anything. I don't think I've had it. It's happened a bunch of times, but it's still rare. 20 to 30 likes is about average for me. But most of my posts usually get around 6, 7, 8. I do the one like, one answer thing, and I've had things that just gotten they don't even get 10 answers, and that's it. That's where I end it. So I don't hold a lot of I don't put a lot of stake. I put nothing, and where Twitter is concerned, I put nothing. There is no can't get the key out. There is no thinking that I'm going to have a lot of interactions via Twitter. I don't even put anything in there. I have a lot of art people, and people who draw things, and they show off their work all the time, and I show off my work all the time. And literally that is really what Twitter is for me. And my artwork is usually where I get most of my my likes. And if I was going to break 100, that's where I would break 100. And not always. Again, very rare. It's even rare for my artwork to break 100, but that's usually where, if I did, that's usually where it goes. Um, I know a lot of people have been kind of upset and mad because I do it this way, but I don't hold any grudges. I don't hold it against anybody. You're not being forced. And I'm barely even asking. Um, but to be a mutual of mine, it's a requirement. And again, you don't have to be a mutual of mine. Um, I have people who follow me on Twitch, subscribe to here on YouTube, that don't follow me on Twitter. And that's fine too. Um, Twitter does not have a limit. You can follow 1 million people on Twitter. So anybody who says they've reached their limit, I mean, you can't follow 1 million people at once, but over time you could follow 1 million people. There's no limit to the number of people you could follow. You can follow a few people every day. Um, Especially if you have over 10,000, which is that's the big 10,000 number thing. You get a little more access. You get a little more, they give you a little more leeway. You can unfollow a whole massive amounts of people. You can follow a whole massive amount of people. They allow you that, or they used to. Here I am speaking like as if it's still Twitter. You used to be allowed to do that. Um, but yeah, I've seen, there are people who, um, follow millions of people, have millions of followers. I mean, that happens. And that's the best way to do it, in my opinion. If I had millions of followers on Twitter, I would be following millions of people because I would want everybody to realize that they are not the fucking number. We are mutuals. You have access to me. We can do this. My time might be spread thin, but that is really where it goes. Um, I might try sometime to do a sponsorship again. It If the wanted posters don't happen, which they might not. I'm gonna be really honest with it. I might not do the wanted posters. And the main reason I might not do the wanted posters is because of the upheaval that's happening, and the main focus of the reason why I was doing the wanted posters in the first place is might be gone. And it's very demotivating. I have to admit, it's very demotivating. Um, I have a novel to illustrate. I have work that I want to be doing art wise that has nothing to do with anything else. And instead of me doing those things, I was drawing dockies for the last 2 months. And not a bad thing, it's the thing. And I should go to work. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing it. As always, if you put cool beans in the comments below, that will make my day. make my day, make my day. And um, I really think the YouTube algorithms is kind of bunky, kind of bunky. But again, I've said this before. It could just be on paid subscribers and things like that. So have a great day. All right, and I I'm gonna keep it a secret. If you're not looking at the list, then you don't know. So it'll be a secret until tomorrow. But um tonight is Mr. Potato Head. So for the third, and that'll be the third one. All right.